Everybody is selling you the same lie right now. AI is magic, that you type one sentence and money just falls out of the sky. It's bullshit, and it's quietly costing you. Here's the truth that nobody with a course to sell will say out loud. AI is not magic, it's leverage. And a lever does not do the work for you. It multiplies the work you put in. Push on it the right way, you move 10 times your weight. Push on it lazy, you move nothing and you look like a fool. Over the next 20 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly where to push. The handful of spots where one good decision from you turns into 10 times the output. I'm going to show you the proof, the real company built this way. And I'm going to show you the bet I am making with the next decade of my life. So stick with me. The last part is where the real money is. But real quick, because you have options and I want you to know who's talking, notice how every other AI channel sounds the same right now. A wall of people screaming that everything is just changed forever. Everything is mind-blowing. Everything is the future. If you are as worn out by that noise as I am, you are in the right place. I'm Alex Brockway. About a year ago, I couldn't even write a single line of code. Now, I turn AI into real leverage. And on this channel, I show you how. No hype, just what works. So quick question, before I kill the magic idea, want to know how I actually got AI to build real things instead of the generic garbage it handed you last time you tried? It comes down to structure, and I will give you mine for free. The build kit hands you the exact setup behind everything I build. Then the free course shows you how to use it, start to finish. Both are linked below. Grab the build kit first. Now, let me paint the picture because I know you have lived it. You open ChatGPT or Claude or whatever you use. You typed, build me an app or write my marketing plan. And for about 30 seconds, felt like the future had finally arrived. Then you actually read what it gave you. Generic, shallow, wrong in the exact ways that matter. So you did the natural thing. You decided AI was overhyped and you backed off. And here's the part that stings a little. You were right that it was hype. You were wrong about why it didn't work. It did not fail because the AI is dumb. It failed because you treated it like a vending machine when it is actually a lever. You put in your quarter, you expected a candy bar, and you got a mess. Garbage in, garbage out. That's not a glitch. That is the whole game. So let me kill the magic idea for good, because it is the single most expensive belief you can hold right now. I look at AI as a leverage arm, and I mean that literally. It is only as powerful as the person operating it. Give it nothing, a lazy one-line prompt, no context, no direction, and it does what any tool does with no hand guiding it. It takes the shortest path possible. And it hands you something with no substance underneath. That is vibe coding. That is vibe everything. Speed with nothing under it. But feed it real context, what you were building, who it is for, what good actually looks like, the rules it has to follow, and the same tool, the exact same model, and the one you gave up on becomes something completely different. Think about a crowbar. Hand a crowbar to someone who has no idea what they're doing, and you watch them flail, scratch the paint, and quit. Hand the same crowbar to someone who knows exactly where to wedge it, and they move something 10 times their weight without breaking a sweat. Same crowbar, completely different result. The bar was never the variable, the person was. That is AI. The model is not the thing that decides whether you win. You are. Now here's the part almost everybody misses, and honestly, it's the entire skill. If AI is the lever, then your only real job is to find the leverage points. and put yourself there. Not everywhere, there. The few specific spots where your judgment, your context, your decision changes everything that happens downstream. I say this to anyone who will listen. Stop doing $10 an hour work, start doing $1,000 an hour work. The $10 work is the typing, the formatting, the rough draft, the busy work. Hand every last bit of it to the machine. The $1,000 work is deciding what to build in the first place, sequencing it in the right order, and judging whether what came back is actually any good. That work stays with you. That is where you push. And most people, I mean most, do it exactly backwards. They babysit the cheap work because it feels productive, and they rubber stamp the expensive decisions because those feel hard. And then they're genuinely confused about why the whole thing came out mediocre. You're guarding the wrong door. Here's another leverage point. And this is where lazy people get filtered in. The AI will tell you when it is done. Finished. All set. Here you go. And a lot of the time, it's lying straight to your face. Not because it's evil, because it took the short path, and it does not actually know. Done does not mean generated. Done means verified. Your plumbing breaks. You do not just assume the new part works and walk away. You turn the water back on and you check. Same thing here. You make it prove the work before you believe it. That is 30 seconds that saves you the week you would have spent cleaning up the lie. And I will be blunt, because the gurus will not be. If you're not willing to do that, if you want the machine to do your thinking for you so you never have to engage, this is not going to work for you. AI rewards the people who do the work and respect the process, and it punishes the people hunting for a magic box. That is not a flaw. That is the quick gut check before I show you the proof. Is this landing? If it is, do one thing for me. Hit subscribe, because this right here is the whole channel. No hype, just how to actually use this stuff as real leverage. And if you want to stop nodding along and start running this for yourself, that is exactly what the build kit and the free course are for. Both free, both linked below in the description. Grab the kit first. All right, time for the proof. Because before you tell me this is all just theory, let me stop you. It's not. About a year ago, I had never shipped a single line of real software, not one. I'm not a developer. I did not come from tech. I came to this exactly the way you are coming to it. An outsider who needed to build something real with nobody on a team to do it for me. Using what I just described, AI doing the heavy lifting, me making the handful of calls that actually mattered, I built a real multi-tenant SaaS software that actual companies run their business on. I built the whole brand around it. I called it Scale B.O.S.S. And here is the number that should reset your whole idea of what is possible. The entire thing costs less to build than it costs to publish the book it's based on. And I'm building my next one, RevAStack, in public right now. About 2 weeks of work, roughly $400 in AI credits, and we have a prototype. Now let that sit. Not for me, for you. The thing that used to take a dozen people, $1 million, and a year of your life, that wall is gone. Money is no longer the gatekeeper. The only gate left is whether you are willing to learn to operate the tool. That is what people mean when they say AI is the great equalizer. A one-person shop can outbuild a funded team now. A domain expert who actually understands the problem can beat a room full of engineers who do not. The person with the gold does not automatically win anymore. The person who knows where to push does. And I will be honest with you about the climb, because nobody selling you a dream will be. This was not effortless, and it was not instant. My first builds failed. I rebuilt the same things, something like 10 times before they actually worked. I went in circles, 16, 18-hour days, and I felt like I was getting nowhere. But that failure is exactly what forced me to find the structure. The whack-a-mole, where you fix one thing and two more break, that pain is what taught me the method. So when I tell you it is a lever and not magic, I'm not saying it is hard for the sake of being hard. I'm saying it pays you back for the work. And the learning curve I climbed the slow, painful way, I can hand to you in a fraction of the time. That is the whole reason I'm here. So here's what I actually believe. I told my wife this straight out. The skill of operating AI is going to define the next 10, 20 years of our lives. This is decade defining, and I'm not being dramatic. I think we will look back on this moment the way we look back on the early internet. The people who put AI at the center of how they work, who put themselves where their decisions actually multiply, are going to compound an advantage nobody catches. And the people who keep waiting for it to be magic, who keep treating it like a vending machine, are going to get left behind, maybe for good. But it's never going to be magic. It is the most honest tool there is. It gives you back exactly what you put in, multiplied. Nothing more, nothing less. So stop waiting for the magic. Go grab the lever. So here is exactly what to do next. If you're ready to actually run this, everything you need is free and waiting. The build kit gives you the structure. The free course walks you through the whole method, step by step. Both are linked right below this video. Go grab them, hit first, and if this moved something for you, hit like and subscribe, because everything we make here is about exactly this, using AI as real leverage without the hype. Now, if you're sitting here thinking, okay, I'm in, but how do I actually do this? Where do I actually push? And how do I actually give it context without the whole thing falling apart? I made one video that walks you through the entire system, start to finish. The exact method I use to build a real company with this. It is the next thing you should watch, and I will put it right here. Go watch that one now. It is the whole game in one sitting.